How to Deal When the Shit Gets Real podcast. I'm Rietta.
And I'm Connie, and today we are talking about Claire's episode.
I'm jealous of her accent. That's the first thing I want to say. I want a French accent. Any kind of accent, honestly.
I feel like she was very real with her son being epileptic and how she wasn't all sunshine and rainbows, and that it was hard for her and like hard to process and all that kind of thing, because
Yes.
I feel like a lot social media wise, especially, people are like, no, it's fine, everything's fine. Yeah, we're all it's hard, but I love him, and it doesn't matter when she's saying like, no, it was difficult.
Yeah, I mean, I love that she was honest like about the whole thing, that it was hard on the entire family. She was scared when she got pregnant the second time, which, I mean, who wouldn't be? I mean, just all the things. I mean, pregnancy is hard enough, and then you're like running through your mind like, is this child going to have the same issue? Like, oh my goodness.
Well, that's why she had the genetic testing. So that's good that was available.
I don't blame her. I would have too, because I wouldn't.
And now to me, I'm like, and it's funny because when I went through my pregnancy, I was like, nope, not doing genetic testing, because I just want to do old school. We're fine. We're not going to have any issues. And we didn't have issues, but like, that was lucky. And it's now I kind of understand a little bit more why people would want to do genetic testing.
See, I never did either, but I didn't really have like a reason to. There's nothing in our family like her doing it for the second kid after she just had one. Like, if I was her, I would have gotten genetic testing also.
Yeah. Well, and who knows if that special genetic mutation would have even been tested. Because a lot, like when they were explaining the pamphlet to me, it was basically like a lot of your Down syndrome.
Yes.
And autism, stuff like that. Like,
well, actually, you can't even test for that. Yeah.
Well, actually, I was like, no, that's not tested for.
Yeah, it's like
I don't even know
Down
if
syndrome
Factor 5 would have been on the test.
No, probably not.
I don't even think. Yeah.
Yeah, because even when I just got my blood drawn today, she had to write directly on the form to test for Factor 5 because it's not something I normally test for.
Yeah, exactly. Well, but I mean, I just like understand a little bit more why people would want to.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Not necessarily like on her first. It's like, I wonder if she ever thought like, damn, I should have like tested the first time around, but
yeah, but even like you said,
probably would have never even popped up.
Yeah, it might not even pop up because she said it's so rare that, I mean, maybe they would have seen something was off, but they wouldn't have known what it actually was. I mean, who knows?
Yeah. But it sucks that like you've gone through labor and now you have your baby in the NICU. Like, I can't even imagine. I already just went through labor a few months ago, and like could not imagine having to worry about my baby.
No. I mean, labor is already so hard. Your hormones are crashing. Everything hurts. You're tired, and then you're worrying about this brand new baby. Like, it has to be it has to be overwhelming.
Well, and then plus she had all that blood loss.
Yeah, that too. Crazy.
Makes me feel real lucky.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That was like Steph with her traumatizing birth story.
Yes. Oh man.
But I love that she wrote a book. I love that we have all these moms that are taking control of the situation, like I said, directly to Claire. I just love that. We've had several guests that are like, I couldn't find what I needed, so I made it. Like, how freaking badass is that?
Yeah. Well, and all the people who have just like gone through and not conquered, but like deal with epilepsy. We've had a bunch of people who've had children with not epilepsy. I'm sorry, autism is what I meant to say.
Yes.
Because now this is our third, fourth person who has a child with epilepsy, or not epilepsy. Oh my God, autism. My God, Connie, learn how to talk.
Yeah, it's at least our third for sure, because we had James and we had Tina and now her.
And I thought there was another one in there who has a kid on the spectrum. But, you know, we've had a lot of guests. So.
Well, and we talked to James twice. So.
Well, yeah, I know. But James, the first time, wasn't about any of the. Oh, no. Yeah, I guess it was about the autism. It was. The first one that was mainly about his sports network. But that's beside the point.
Well, and his issues, his medical health issues.
Yes, yes. But yeah, the book sounds really interesting. I really love the two perspectives, her perspective and her son's perspective.
Yes, I think that's great.
I wonder what her son's perspective in the book is. Like that's like the
No.
only reason why I want to read it is like I want to see what both perspectives are. And I bet you it's like really real too. Like the days that it was difficult, the days she wished that he was normal. Like that's the other thing is that I don't think a lot of moms would come out and be like, I just wish he was normal. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? But that's what you all eventually think at one point or another. Doesn't mean you don't love them. You just think, oh man, why can't my baby be normal?
Yeah, and then you even feel bad for like using the word normal because what really is normal? It's like
I
the,
used
I
to
think
say that all the time as a teenager.
yeah, I know everybody wants to be normal, but I think now they've started to use the word typical because it's what you expect and not necessarily what's normal, but what's typical.
I literally used to tell Lydia because she would ask me like, why can't I be didn't want shit that was pink, and I'd say, but what really is normal?
Right.
Because I had to be that asshole child, like teenage.
Well, plus
You know
when
that
you
that
think about it, I mean, I know people aren't trying to be rude, and clearly we're not trying to be rude, and nobody's trying to be rude. But when you think about it, normal's kind of rude. Like you said, what is
yeah.
normal? Why are you calling me not normal? What makes you better than me? Like
Typical
it's
does
just
make more sense. It's a nicer version of normal. It's the
right.
more socially correct.
Plus, you're talking more about
Typical.
like milestones. So you're talking typically kids walk here, typically kids eat food here. So it just makes more
Yeah.
sense to say typical. But you saw even Claire. Claire had to be like, let's use typical instead because everybody wants to say normal because that's what we
Yeah.
think.
Mm-hmm.
That's where our mind goes.
Yeah, and it's like I said, a lot of her experiences, like they're all like super high and low all together. I was like, that's interesting.
But it was
Because you're
really
right, like
honest.
oh yeah. Well, because I normally think of the same thing. I normally think of there's highs and there's lows, and that's it. Like there's not both all together.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think she probably really, like she said, experienced that because giving birth is a really it's a high, it's a really wonderful high, but then it came to meshed with, oh, but now my baby's having seizures, which is a really big low. So I totally get
Oh
what she
yeah.
was saying. But yeah, I didn't really think about it that way either until she
And then
had
there
that
was
light
my
bulb
birth.
moment.
And then there was my birth where it was a comedy. I was a comedy club because that's how I deal with pain. I was cracking jokes with my midwife. Tom said birth sounded like fun.
I mean, there's worse ways to deal with it, right?
I mean, it's also what I do when I get a tattoo. Like I make jokes. It's what I do. It's how I mask the pain.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I liked her. She's very sweet.
She was very sweet. Love her accent. I want to go to France
Yes.
now and go hang out with her
Yes.
and eat cheese.
I love that their dream is to come to America to travel all of our national parks. I think that's kind of cool. I almost wanted to say, "Oh, I've done that," but I didn't want to be like, "Ha ha ha," you know.
Well, there's also a crap ton, so I'm sure. Like, I haven't been to every
Yes.
single one of them. I'm sure you
Well, I've been
haven't
to all
either.
of the I've been to all of the major national parks except for the Redwood Forest is the only one I can think of I haven't been to.
Yeah, you've been
But
to like
also,
you've been to Glacier National Park up in Montana.
yeah,
Nice.
yeah. But some of them I don't remember. There
Yeah,
are
because
like
you
a
were
few
little.
that yes, like it's like I know that there are pictures and I know that like I was there,
Did you go to the one
but
on
I
the Big
was
Island?
super young. No, I didn't go to that one. No. No,
Yeah.
no, Hawaii, no, and not Alaska. All of the ones in the mainland, though.
Yeah, the main one. Yeah, yeah.
Except for the Redwood National Forest is the only one I can think of that I haven't gone to.
I've been there. That place is cool.
Yeah, that's the only one I can think of. Yeah, that's the only one I can think of that we haven't gone to.
Yeah.
National though, because there's also a lot of state parks individually in states.
There's still like,
And
I think there's over 50 national parks. There's a lot.
did you say 50 or 15?
50, 50.
Oh, are there?
Yeah, there's a lot. Just between like Wyoming and like Colorado and all that, there's like 12 of them just right there between like Moabs and Arches and Yellowstone and the Badlands and all that. Like all that
Mhm.
right there alone is like
Yeah, I did
terrifying.
all of those.
Well, yeah, they're all right next to each other, so it makes sense.
Yep. Yeah, I think we went to most of them. Like that's like I knew all of the big name ones we've gone to. Like if there are smaller ones that I've not heard of, then sure, I have not gone to all of them. But I went to all of the bigger ones. I've been to almost all of the states. I know that.
According to Google, there's 63, so I was kind of close.
Wow. Yeah, you were close.
I said 50.
I thought it was way less. I was way less. I was thinking it was way less than that.
California has a lot of them too, but you also think California is a huge state, so
Yes.
I'm pretty sure
There's a lot of land here.
Joshua Tree is a national park, so that's why when she was like 2 weeks, I was like in my head, I'm like, you're not gonna get it done in 2 weeks.
Well, maybe she means like the bigger, more known ones, like Yellowstone.
Yeah.
Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
Whatever. That's fine.
Yeah. I mean, you could go.
Maybe she just has a list of her top 10.
Yeah, that's true.
Know.
She could just have a list of her top 10. I mean, even the Everglades down in Florida are considered a national park. So.
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, and I think there's always ones added.
Yeah. But I really think we should get the book and send it to James.
Or at least a link for him to buy it.
Yeah, or a link for him to buy it. Because I think, the last time we talked to him, they were still really struggling to cope and understand because his son is not verbal. How to deal with him having seizures. So I feel like Claire's book would be a great resource for their family.
Yeah, because they both have the same 2 issues.
Yeah.
They both have the epilepsy and they both have the autism.
Yeah. It just was reversed. He got diagnosed with autism first and then epilepsy. And
Mm-hmm.
Elliot is obviously opposite.
Yeah.
I learned a lot from Claire. I didn't know. I had never heard of the K. I don't even remember what it was anymore.
And that it doesn't have a real name, that it's just, this is the genetic marker.
Yeah. I guess they don't know what to call it.
Not enough research yet. Hey, and maybe this book will inspire somebody to do more research.
We would hope. I mean, I know it's rare, but even the rare diseases have to be researched.
Mm-hmm.
How would you feel if after you had birth, Theo had seizures?
I don't know how I would deal. It'd suck. I would be so super upset.
Yeah, I think I feel the same way.
I feel like you have an idea of, because I hear my son giggling in the background. Are you going?
That means Tom's doing his job. Good job, Tom.
But I feel like you have an idea of how you would feel, but I feel like you really wouldn't know until you are in that situation.
Very
you know what
true.
I mean? It's like, I know it would suck. I don't really know how I would handle it because it's not what happened. And it's only like, well, what would you do? Like, it's like, deal with it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Be like, okay, honey, I'm quitting my job and this is going to be my job now.
Yeah.
Like the reason why I can have my job and him is because he doesn't have these special needs.
I think it's amazing Claire went back to work and Dad stepped up and helped her out. It was probably such a nice reprieve for her. I mean, of course she loves her son, but everybody needs that.
And also like their paternity leave and their maternity leave is so much longer there than we ever even can dream of here, which sucks. Oh my God. Like my mother-in-law saying like, you make Tom work too much and he should take more time off. What time off? He doesn't get paternity leave. Any leave that he gets would be unpaid.
And also you're not making him do anything.
He is providing for his wife and son. I don't know.
And I'm sure he's more than happy to do that. So,
oh yes,
mind your business.
Yes, but she's always like, you make him work too hard. I'm like, I don't say yes to these phone calls. This is on him.
Yeah, I don't answer his calls and put on my deep voice and go, "This is Tom."
And I don't pretend like I can do his job either.
No.
So this is all on him, not me.
Yeah.
Make him do what? Like you could make a grown man do anything.
I
You're
mean,
out of
maybe
your
if you
mind.
beat him or something, you could make. Don't start doing it.
Chow.
In all serious though, nobody's beating anybody. Nobody call the police on us. Totally a joke. I know, not a very good joke, but
You don't like my whip sound though?
it's
For
actually
all of those out there.
it's actually a horrible whip sound, but we'll go with it.
I know, right? I like my hand movement more, but nobody can see that.
Yeah,
so
the
it's
hand movement's
fine.
pretty good. Make sure you use this portion of the video for the preview.
Chow.
You sound like
I
a
will. No
you
problem.
sound like my cat when he's chasing a fly.
Yes. That's what I am a cat. Hey, sometimes I look at the noises Theo makes and I'm like, you're a cat. Because he'll go, meow. I'll be like,
Well-
okay, cat.
Well, then him and Lilo would be very good friends.
Oh, it's fine. He'll grow out of it eventually.
I would hope he would talk at some point, but Lord only knows.
Yeah, I know. We'll see. No, I'm kidding.
We'll
Yeah,
see.
he will. All right. I think that's enough for today. Enough jibber jabbering. Do you have anything else to add, Rieta?
Nope. After your went channel, I think I'm good.
That
one was
sounded a little
better.
bit better.
That one was
That's better.
better.
Anytime, guys. I'm so glad you guys came and tuned on to hear me make whip noises. And I do also remember Tom used to have an app on his phone that if you shook it, it made a whip noise and different whip noises, depending on the whip you decided to choose. Oh, technology in the early 2000s. So this is how to do when shit gets real, guys. Welcome to our bonus episodes, and we'll see you all next episode.